Josiah, this is the first Smackdown.
It's first AEW event entirely of the new year.
So it's the first AEW event, January the 1st, 2004. It is emanating from Laredo, Texas.
Okay, our Texas-based shows.
This is also the Laredo Entertainment Center. But before we get into the show, there's a thing I want to talk about.
Here.
The last 22 months. We are entering the last 22 months of Eddie Guerrero's life. I hate to bring it up. I hate to say it, but we can't unbook injuries or deaths. It's one of the pillars of the show. And the fact is, unlike the real World Wrestling Entertainment timeline, we know when Eddie passes. I have figured out the high points of every month from now, January of 2004, until his final month, which is November of 2005. And so we'll be hitting all the high spots for what remains of Eddie's spectacular career. And I just wanted to point it out because it's one of those things where it hit me hard when my mom called me and told me that Eddie Guerrero died. It was just like, it's one of those things where you just don't think, like, he was just one of those guys where it's like, oh, this is I know AEW real life makes this phrase known, but he just felt like a pillar.
Yeah.
Or as what Paul Heyman call it, one of the Smackdown 6. He just felt like a guy that this entity.
Yeah, that really holds up everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so with that, the show opens with Eddie Guerrero, the new television champion. He won it Christmas Day in Baghdad, Iraq, by defeating John Bradshaw Layfield. And that match gets reran here to open the show, because it's often what I do when the champion loses. They want their title back, and so it's just...
It's the rematch clause without the rematch clause.
Well, exactly, and it's a thing that makes sense. It's a trope that people understand about professional wrestling. The show opens with a feud upon feuds, a thing that made the Eddie Guerrero, or actually Eddie Guerrero as champion, made JBL important, prominent, bigger than he ever was.
By a long shot.
And so the show opens with JBL versus Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie retains the championship because, like I said, he just won it last week, and as I said at the opening of this show, we know that he doesn't have a lot of time left. Yeah. So I'm going to just be honest, as if it wasn't already apparent. I'm going to treat him well while we have him. So, duh.
You treated him well before, so yeah, it's not.
Oh yeah,
it's not really a big difference now.
Oh yeah, I'm just
more
saying.
Just that'll continue, and we're just in the final leg of the race, I guess.
Exactly. So after that match, the idea of a match that we've all seen and enjoyed and understand, comes a match that never happened because these factions weren't together in real life.
Yeah.
But the best first generation, BFG, Lance Storm, Booker T, and Scott Steiner, they are taking on the MPAA, which is Mark Henry, Rodney Mack, and Farouk, in a obviously it's not the title, but it's the style of the titles match. So it's a tornado style, chaotic six-man brawl.
Affair.
And so, pretty much the only guy in the match that is not a main event style brawler is Lance Storm, because he's a real technician. But he primarily focuses on Rodney because I think he's got a little more of the flexibility, if you will.
Sure.
Ron's seasoned and Mark's, a walking wall of a man.
Yeah. That is an understatement.
And so, throughout the match, Mark Henry and Scott Steiner primarily are at odds with one another.
Casual big body activity.
And Booker and Farouk are the main antagonists for one another because these guys are the two top men of stature from WCW.
Okay.
Like
Ron
Simmons was the first and Booker T was the last of that.
Oh yeah, that's a great point.
Of that company. And so I just think that they mirror one another in that promotion. The fighting is very distinctive between each. It's basically like 3 separate matches happening all over the arena. But in the end, Lance Storm is able to tap out Rodney Mack in the ring. It's just a way to...
Damn it, Rodney. One job.
It's a way to present everybody, to put over what they're good at, and...
let everybody get their own shot.
Exactly. And so Lance Storm stands tall here for the best first generation.
What a guy. What a legend.
So once all the officials get all the fighting to cease because the match is over,
they gotta stop.
And everybody gets away from ringside, out comes Chavo Guerrero, who is taking on a man who has been skirting the... Billy Kidman has been avoiding defending his title for quite some time.
I'm about to say, what's been a month and some change now?
Probably something like that.
Yeah.
Because ever since Stephanie has been out of the picture, and Vince has been...
Nobody's got to do nothing.
Well, yeah, basically the heels are all...
essentially running the show.
But yeah, they are not being held back. Even in this match, they aren't held back. So, Ray and Eddie try to help Chavo, but it's 2 guys fighting off Maven Huffman, Danny Holiday, Doug Basham, and Orlando Jordan. So, JBL doesn't feel like showing his face after his...
I'm shocked. I can't believe
his embarrassing opening of the show.
Horrible.
But still, it's 2 guys on 4 guys on the outside. And so, no matter how much Champion Eddie and Champion Ray try to help Chavo, there's always an odd man or a couple odd men out to help Billy.
They only do so much.
Exactly.
I know. Eddie and Ray look like they have lightning fast speed, but they aren't human.
They are human. You're correct. And so, what ends up actually happening is, I'm going to say Charles Robinson. It doesn't really matter which
I'm about to say
official
any
is.
referee, but we know Charles Robinson.
Yeah. So,
actually, we can do Mike Yoda.
Exactly.
It's a variety.
Absolutely. So Mike Yoda, he sees all the chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he is distracted by it, and so Billy gets a chair to make sure that he doesn't have anything to worry about from this Chavo Guerrero nonsense. But because the referee is distracted and Chavo is a smart wrestler, while Billy goes to hit Chavo falls, referee turns around, and he thinks that A equals B, but it didn't. And so once the referee takes the chair from Billy, Chavo low blows Billy Kidman.
Classic Guerrero.
Rolls him up, grabs the tights, the referee turns around after throwing out the chair, and sees the pin, so he drops down 1, 2, 3, and Chavo cheats his way to victory. And so...
classic Guerrero tactics.
It's just a lot of fun. But after the match, thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long, available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more, but most importantly, the story itself. The LLC pull Billy out. They're helping him to the back.
Yeah.
Ray and Eddie get into the ring to celebrate with Chavo after his victory over Kidman. And at this point, Chavo grabs the mic and he says, "You've held that title hostage long enough. At the Royal Rumble, I'm bringing it to Tres Hombre Dominio, 3-man dominance. We'll all be champions once again." After that, we get a recap of the dastardly new dimension that has been shown for Spike Dudley.
Okay.
Where Zach Gallen and Stardust lost the trios titles to the Towering Titans last week in Baghdad, and a graphic pops up that says, up next, Zach Gallen versus Spike Dudley. As Zach Gallen is making his way out to the ring, Spike kicks his prosthetic leg out from under him.
I hate that.
And
Literally kicked his leg out of his leg.
Exactly. But here's the other thing. He did it at such a place where they're basically by ringside.
Yeah.
And so while Gallen is struggling to stay with it, Spike throws him into the stairs.
Ooh.
The referee calls off the match, but it doesn't stop dastardly Spike Dudley from continuing the onslaught. And Spike works Gallen from the rampway to the stairs to the ring post, throwing him into that. Now, as he's crawling away from the ring post after being thrown into it, Spike picks him up and pile drives him through the announce table. So Spike Dudley declares himself the victor. Like he treats it like this is some major
coup.
Yes,
Defeating a former cruiserweight champion.
What and he he did it.
Yeah.
This is his crowning achievement.
Exactly. This is the greatest thing he could have done.
And so this is a further illustration, not just the last week when he snapped, but now it's like, oh, this is just who dastardly Spike Dudley is now.
Indeed.
So, as trainers and medical staff are trying to help Zach Gallen out of the ringside area because Spike has already celebrated his way to the back,
Yeah.
we hear somebody call my mama. and and Ernest Miller dances his way down to ringside. He's having a good time. And before he can get in ring, his music gets interrupted
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
by Bill Goldberg's music.
Yeah, that's real heartbreaking.
So we see the security bang on the door. Bill walks out, down the corridor, comes out, pyro, breathes it in, snorts it out. Yeah. So it's just spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. Goldberg's up and
Goldberg
out.
wins.
Yeah. Goldberg bends Lowell. Yeah, exactly. Nothing to see here.
About to say nothing changed.
Toa Reigns, Saren Moore, Hurricane Helms, and Jamie Noble, they come out to ringside. Not ringside, to the ring.
Yeah, there you go.
And in ring, Jamie Noble holds up a contract. It is his Survivor's Choice contract. And at the bottom of the contract, he says, "This is my golden ticket. This is my guarantee to get where I need to be able to get what I want."
Let's sing a little song as Grandpa get out of the bed and like this real quick.
So this is not a Willy Wonka golden ticket. He didn't find this in a candy bar.
No,
He earned this.
Through hard work, determination,
And
beating
surviving.
3 guys. And surviving, yes.
So, Jamie says, I had to defend this prize against 3 men in a gauntlet match at Starrcade. But the more I hold on to this, the more it seems, and all 4 men get jumped from behind.
Nah, that's heartbreaking.
So, Saren Moore, Hurricane Helms, Toa Reigns, and Jamie Noble get assaulted by Matt Morgan, A-Train, Test, Big Show, and John Heidenreich. Much like how on Raw there was a handicap 5-on-4 match,
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown in the first this first SmackDown of 2004. The show ends with a handicap 4-on-5 match.
Love the unintentional parody. This is great.
Yes. The match is fought under tornado rules.
So anything goes, essentially.
Anything goes, exactly. And so while the chaos is happening, the odds get even worse.
Oh, great.
So Test and Heidenreich are fighting Toa Reigns in the back. Okay. In basically that interview area that everybody recognizes.
Got it.
And
I got the visual.
Terry brings Test a pair of handcuffs.
Oh.
And so Toa Reigns gets handcuffed to that interview area. And so now it is 5-on-3, not 5-on-4.
That sucks.
As the odds get even worse for the heroes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is class of superhero stuff. You know, it's got to get worse before it gets worse.
Exactly. The good guys, while Toa is hanging there, his nose has been busted. I think he ate a big boot, and it probably is what tore him up.
I'm about to say, from one of the size 15 shoes that are coming at him.
Exactly. And so now Big Show and A-Train are making Saren Moore and Hurricane Helms look like they're nothing, basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they are like...
in stature, I mean.
Yeah, I got you. I'm about to say they're like 300 pounds smaller, like at least 2 feet.
Yes. And so
a little rough for them.
So while fighting on the stage, Hurricane takes a choke slam from the stage all out. So Big Show...
Off the stage?
Yes, onto like that... the electrical area, like
okay, with the truss and the
all that,
okay,
all the
wires
and electric, all that,
all the stuff that can spark and explode.
Exactly, and do visuals, yes. And so now it's basically 2-on-5.
Yeah.
Saren Moore and Jamie Noble versus the entirety of the Towering Titans.
Yep.
And so while in ring, Matt Morgan hits a elevator on Saren Moore. And Jamie Noble breaks up a pin because he's
like,
ridiculous.
Let's continue the torture.
And so while Saren was basically finished, A-Train doesn't think he's done, so he picks him up while he's rolled to the outside and hits a derailleur Baldo bomb through the remaining announce table that was standing because they have two.
Yeah.
And so Jamie is in ring with Big Show, Test, Heidenreich, and Morgan. And one by one, methodically, each one of the four hit something big and impactful on Noble.
Pick a move, any move.
And last and finally, Jamie Noble eats the pin, and I'm going to say Matt Morgan stands tall to close out the show.
So Matt Morgan gets the pin?
Yeah, he gets the pin on Jamie Noble.
Gotcha.